I just put up in this thing with my...
It's week 10 of the NFL. All eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase. He had a solid week last week, hitting the century mark with 101 yards. It's the Raiders and the...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. The connecting here with DJ Chark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to move him down the inside the 25. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The Raiders at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Off the option, here's the football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field, coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second down, Jacobs once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 16, Burrow. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 36, Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner makes that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this time all the time. They work on all the timing better, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow over the middle, hauled in by Shark.
And Burrow saying, let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and very short, Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing again, it's Burrow. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. That's once again complete to Shark.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown catch in the victory. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeForest Buckner able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Second and long.
And a quick throw here that's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 18.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow flushed out right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Raiders.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Looking to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
It's really been successful throwing the route in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to Mixon on first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So out come the Raiders.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
77 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he powers his way up past the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down.
Burrow. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. That's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there.
His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.